Good evening. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. Good evening, kings and queens of the land, the royals. Uh, Good evening. Uh, Good evening to all the supporters of the royal opinion. Good evening to everyone who is joining us for the first time. My name is Mngoni Mkhonto, and this is the royal opinion. Thank you for joining. You can tell us who is joining and tell us what is your opinion about the government of national unity, political organization coming out clearly now, showing their true colors, telling it as it is. Though some of them try to still be vague about it, I will play a little bit here. A little bit of what Malema said in the in the media briefing.
Political parties. The DA is our enemy. These right-wing and neoliberal parties represent a reactionary, counter-revolutionary, and neo-colonial agenda which seeks to protect the existing property relations in South Africa, where the white supremacy continue to be the economic majority. We report to South Africa that we do not have any concrete agreement with the ANC, which has said it will come back to us after the 2 official meetings we held with them. We are, however, aware that the ANC is finalizing an agreement to work with the DA, the Freedom Front Plus, and other reactionary political parties. As we said before, the EFF will not participate in a government that includes right-wing and reactionary political parties. The EFF will, however, participate in parliament and provincial legislatures and will contest the position of speakers, deputy speakers, and chairpersons of committees. These responsibilities are not a product of an elite pact, but an electoral outcome which has mandated us to be members of parliament and provincial legislatures. We have communicated this decision and approach to the leadership of the ANC and all other political parties that we had engaged with. In relation to the province of KwaZulu-Natal, the EFF is of a firm conviction that MKP should be given the opportunity to lead the government of KwaZulu-Natal, and we as the EFF will support all processes to constitute the legislature.
I want us to listen carefully to what Julius Malema is saying. All the political parties that are part of the PEC, the the EFF, the ANC, the DA, the Patriotic Alliance, the IFP, part of the same PEC there, part of the same governing PEC. In the saying they will vote, the EFF clearly saying they will vote with the ANC for Ramaphosa to become president, which is the project of the DA, which is what DA wanted. DA wanted Ramaphosa to become president. DA is looking for Ramaphosa to become president. Is the project that Ramaphosa has been sent to the ANC to accomplish. The EFF saying if they are given the position of the speaker in parliament, if they would be given the position of speaker or deputy speaker, and also now no more the Minister of Finance, because obviously the Minister of Finance has already been taken by the DA. Thank you very much, Precious, for joining. Interesting time in South Africa. Very interesting times indeed. Yeah. The Minister of Finance having been taken by the Democratic Alliance, EFF being aware, saying they can settle for Deputy Speaker of Parliament and also a chairperson of the Portfolio Committee of Finance, no more the Minister of Finance, because the way it is, uh, they've already realized that they've already agreed that other portfolios will be shared among themselves, among each other. They will share uh, all of this among each other. Uh, it's already agreed. So the EFF saying in a different tone that they are part of saying it in a different tone just to confuse black people, that they are actually part of the GNU. The tone they are saying, don't listen to the tone, just listen to their conclusion. I don't understand that approach. How does that speaker position assist a party? Um, they say they want to contribute to South Africa. They want to contribute, but to South Africa. But how is their contribution? They say now they are not even going to be. They are not even going to disrupt Parliament anymore, because they want to contribute positively, meaning they were quite aware that they were contributing negatively by disrupting Parliament during the time of President Zuma. They knew what they were actually doing, sent by white people to do that. We can say that the MK party is isolated. The MK party has been left alone. MK party having been isolated and left alone, the major parties colliding together there, trying to muzzle MK party out of the politics, basically out of power, trying to push it out of power, like it is the ANC. MK party, which is a very new party, being treated like it's an old party like the ANC, which need to be isolated and be muzzled out of political power. That's what they are doing. In KwaZulu Natal, they're going to have the coalition between. They can still have the coalition, the national, all this uh, IFP-ANC coalition, the DA coalition, plus the EFF in KwaZulu-Natal. When you combine their percentages, will easily pass 50% plus one, which is required to form a government. That is what is going to happen as well in KwaZulu-Natal. They may allow MK party to form a government, but they will not allow the government to be stable, because these numbers were allocated intentionally. Precious, thank you for joining. Let's write this one. Or maybe I must ask how much his power does, or how much does the speaker, how much does the speaker position has power, Yeah, the speaker position, it's a very powerful position in parliament because the speaker is second to the president, basically. The speaker in parliament is second to the president. First, the Speaker of Parliament will be elected, and then after that, the Speaker will facilitate the election of the President. That's how important. LL Entertainment joining us again, saying, laughing out loud there, Viva ANC leads, saying ANC leads. Africa in the basket saying, why are they trying to make MK out of power? Why are they trying to push MK out of power? Because MK party is the only organization that represent black people for real, that represent uh, liberation of black people for real. That's the only party that black people have. Nothing else black people have there, because all the coalition that has been formed by those 5 or 6 political parties there, it's actually a revelation of the people who are funding them. Those are organizations that work together because they have been funded by the same people. Julius Malema says they will not work with the DA because the DA is a project. The DA is a project of the Oppenheimers. But who funds the ANC? Because the EFF is well aware that the ANC is also funded by the Oppenheimers. Julius Malema is well aware that Cyril Ramaphosa is a project of the Oppenheimers. So, what contradiction? Why does he say he will not work with the DA, but is going to work with Ramaphosa, who is the same as the DA, who is the project of the Oppenheimers, and the ANC now having been taken as a project to the Oppenheimers. Uh, so you ask yourself why Julius Malema is saying that they will not work with the DA. No, the reason they say they will not work with the DA is because they just want to sound radical and to sound like they still have enemy in the DA, while they're actually agreeing with the DA. They're actually power sharing with the Democratic Alliance and the ANC. They are all funded by the same people. Julius Malema and the EFF were heavily funded for these elections. They were campaigning all over South Africa. There's no area or no municipality in South Africa where the EFF did not reach. EFF was heavily funded with Corex board, with signboards, and they were going around uh, dishing out money as well. So heavily funded for the election, funded by the same people that trying to portray themselves uh, as fighting. But look at what they do. They will still vote for the DA deputy president, and they will vote for the DA finance minister in parliament. They will vote for the DA basically in parliament. Even voting for Ramaphosa is still voting for DA. Please click the subscribe button, click the like button, and subscribe if you haven't. This is the royal opinion today. We're just talking about the confirmed alliance is on the coup that will be taking place tomorrow morning I think, is it a 10 o'clock event? I think the event will start at 10 o'clock. The MK party have tried to interdict the first sitting of parliament legally. Their legal intervention was dismissed by the Constitutional Court. The MK party was not given access to the constitutional directors, access to the Constitutional Court. LL Entertainment says, "Don't talk lies about my ANC." What is the lie about your ANC that I'm talking? LL is not lying. What are the lies that I'm saying? You can specify which lies am I telling about the ANC. The ANC is funded by the Oppenheimers. The EFF and the ANC works together. Ramaphosa and Julius Malema love each other. They work together very well. They openly say it, but on the other hand, pretend like they are not working together just to confuse black people, so that black people stay in the same place and they are not moving anywhere. Black people think there's something or there's somebody they can trust, while there's actually an enemy. The Patriotic Alliance, having been allocated votes as well everywhere across the country, Patriotic Alliance having been allocated votes for the reason that the Patriotic Alliance is part of this white peg. Basically, one of the organization or one of the people they want to rise outside, who will be opposing with Julius Malema. They will have two political parties, black parties, which they own, opposing each other for the election. Whoever wins, the white people win, and the agenda of what black people wanted to achieve about their land will be forgotten. For the next 100 years or so, white people are hoping that black masses are going to be landless, that black masses are going to be subjected to alcoholism and drug abuse, that black women will continue to be prostitutes, that young men will continue to be alcoholics and criminals, they will continue to be unemployed, that energy will be privatized, and that water will continue to be privatized, will be given to the hands of the people who have money. Lord, what is with your? I mean, LL Entertainment says Ramaphosa and Julius Malema relationship was never a secret. Yes, it was never a secret, but many people don't know that Ramaphosa and Julius Malema, uh, they actually agree on in principle. Many people think Ramaphosa and Julius Malema are two people opposing each other, while they actually people who live together in harmony and with the same idea about black people. Uh, I agree there, LL, in entertainment. You are right. I think one of those things that I find myself agreeing with you. LL, the entertainment again, Lol, what you are, what's with you and white people? You should ask what is with me. I don't know with white people. White people, I don't know what they have there. But if you ask me what I have, yeah, I can tell you what I have. Uh, LL for 11 years. 11 years, I don't understand. What 11 years for? Africa in the basket saying, uh, to you it was a secret. Yes, to many people it remains a secret. The relationship between Julius Malema and it remains a secret because the other person sounds like they are opposing each other. Now, the only opposition in parliament, it will only be the MK part because everybody else is part of government. EFF will be given the position of deputy speaker, and they will also be given the position of the chairperson of the portfolio committee in Floyd Shivambu. So they will be part of the pack. So they will not be opposing anything. They will actually be working together with white people to implement white rule in South Africa. So I thought I should just come out and talk about it. I want to thank you all for joining, all three of you, LL Entertainment, Africa in the Basket, and Precious Malachi. Thank you very much for joining the live stream. Uh, Click the like button and subscribe to support uh, our channel. Thank you until we meet tomorrow in another live stream when we talk about the coup which will happen tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Thank you.